Hello, Pinsiders! Saturday night Wizard Blocks progress update for you. Counting down to TPF, so time to really get cracking. Been working on the ramps and some back-end programming, and going to show you a little bit about what we're working with here. One of the cool things about this game is sort of the ramp geometry. Both ramps actually have up-down plates where the ball can actually roll underneath the ramp. In certain scenarios, we can actually lock balls underneath the ramp, and as a matter of fact, on the right-hand side, there's actually an eject, which pushes the ball back out. There's actually a scoop, and that's actually fed by the side right here, and then actually by the left-hand wall in the event that you knock it down. So that's one of the cool things about this game. Well, most of the time, those raising and lowering ramps use a sort of a dual coil assembly, a latching coil assembly, which basically has a power coil which pushes the ramp up, and then this tinier coil which actually, unlatch the armature and actually pull it back down. And a lot of times they're mounted on a pivot assembly, so it takes up quite a bit of footprint underneath the playfield. So any time that the ball is rolling and the ramp is down, it'll actually get fed right back to the in lane, and it's actually, there's another ramp that is fed by a fourth flipper up there, and both of them will actually feed back down. Well, in certain instances, we want to actually lock the ball underneath the ramp, and in order to do that, we need to be able to lift the ramp, and we're using servos in this game. So if I just hit this switch right here, we can actually see where the ramp opens up. We can actually lock the ball underneath, and actually whenever the coils are active, it'll actually eject it right here into the left orbit, where it can actually be fed by the upper left flipper, or it can drop right back down to the lower left flipper. And again, we can lower the ramp just by, again, hitting another switch or doing it in software. We're actually using servos as previously stated, and that really makes things a little bit easier. This is just sort of a mock-up of the servo. You can actually see it right back over there. Got to neaten up the wiring a little bit. But yeah, whenever the ramp is going to go up, just hit the switch, and it's actually just pushing the ramp up, and then again it's gravity fed back down. So if you want to lower it, just do that. Gotta fix a little bit of mechanical binding just really quickly. Had some bent metal that mounted the servo to, but proof of concept is there, and we'll be repeating it for the right hand side, using Metal Gear servos to try to extend the life of the entire assembly, and hopefully shouldn't be an issue. But keep our eye on it, and if we need to in the future, we can go back to this massive coil assembly. But this kind of keeps the driver board usage down. I'm getting close on my driver count, but I can always, beauty of the PROC system is I just have to add another board, and I'll get 16 extra drivers. But I actually already have a space underneath the playfield for 16 servos, so this game will actually have 8. 4 of the rotating flashers, 2 walls back there, and 2 ramps. But it all seems to be working rather well, so definitely going to continue along this route. Please let me know if you have any questions, but we should be able to fire this thing up here pretty soon.